on the consumer tech segment. Now, I'm fascinated, particularly this morning, because one of my very good friends, very old friends, we used to have many tech conversations way back. Has joined me on the show, and it's going to help us to delve into this conversation we're having today. We're going to be talking about the 21st century, and is your home embracing the tech that's available, various tech that are available for your homes in this 21st century? Let's get into that conversation with Maximus Ametorgoh. Good morning, Maximus.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Fantastic. I'm really good. Thank you. And I'm
Excited
super excited to have you here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, talk to us about technology in terms of modern technology, the kinds of things that different homes could potentially enjoy.
Yeah, home tech is also a new field. Just like we have fintech and ed tech and all that for education, government, technology, as in GovTech. So for your home, of course, you need to automate some things in the home in terms of security, safety, communication within the home. So a basic WhatsApp group for a family can bring a family together even though they are far away. So the concept of all alone but together, right? So that's the basic of it. Then from your gate to your kitchen to your hall to your bedroom to your library and whatever, do you have a whole band of technology that you can use for each of these rooms, and then the services you offer and how you can automate them.
Okay.
So what they call the smart home concept.
Okay.
So that if you are not even at home, a basic webcam in front of your door can serve as a security person.
Okay.
He has the sensors, he has all the internet-enabled features, so that when I ring the bell, it triggers a camera, and then I can talk to you even when I'm in maybe in Tamale or Sunyani or Ho or wherever.
Wow.
And then we can communicate via the internet. So you may not even know whether I'm in the house or not.
Yeah.
So those are some of the simplest of it. To the complex one where you have a smart refrigerator that can even do your inventory check. So the number of eggs in the fridge, the number of tomatoes in the refrigerator, so that it can trigger an alert so you can buy
and restock.
And sometimes they can also do automated ordering for you.
Oh wow!
Right.
Wait, so you can program it so that your fridge says, okay, so there's not enough milk or tomatoes in the fridge.
Yes.
And place an order online.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So that's where we are moving to the point where when you're even leaving your office, okay, and your smart home knows that you're going to have a bath.
Yeah.
So your bathtub can start warming the water before you get home, or remotely.
Wow.
So that's where we are going, to the extremes, but we are in Africa. So
okay, so maybe we should start the conversation from internet at home, generally speaking. Looking at the African context, okay, we also know that we have challenges with internet service provision. Sometimes internet is not always as good as we would like it to be. Let's talk about that first of all. How do we make sure that we have pretty decent internet all the time?
Yeah, I think the internet connectivity challenge is been there, it's been persistent, but the issue has so many dimensions. So affordability, the economics of scale, and then even the spatial distribution of people who can afford. So that if you have a community of people who can afford the internet, then you want to focus your infrastructure, efficiency there. So you improve the internet there, they can have the fiber cable to their homes, and then the cost may be reduced because of that. But when you have this family that can afford the internet consistently spread out, then it becomes difficult for even the telecom companies to build that. And some countries, of course, in the US, for example, they've categorized internet as a utility service. So now,
which I think is very important.
it's very important so that we
there.
know that it's a basic requirement. It's just like water or your breath.
Yeah.
So that a lot of things are subsidized in terms of what goes into setting up the internet, because people are going to use it to do their business, they are going to make money, and then they can spend the money within the economy, and then the government can get some taxes from that. So that setup is a challenge, the reliability of the internet. Now Ghana is almost over 80% to 93% covered with network telecom service. Even though we have the range of it from 4G to 2G, and then they also have the edge and the rural telephony people. So we are getting there. We are getting there, but the more we introduce new technologies that will make living at home more efficient and convenient, the more families will start investing in making their homes smarter. So it becomes a budget line item, and then they can say, okay, every month we are spending 150 or 100 cedis on internet because Kofi needs it for his homework, Amma needs it for some work, the wifey needs it for her business, or the husband also needs it to do a lot of things. So at least if you have that family digital, what do you call a policy, that states that the uses you put internet to in your home, then you can have a budget assigned for it. Then the telecom companies will also be excited that, hey, there's a market that we need to serve consistently.
So I think that as we move forward, probably these are some of the things that would drive the prices downwards.
Exactly.
You know, and allow it to be more affordable. Well, let's talk about the home. Of course, we talk about internet at home, but let's look at the family system and look at children and their typical behavior. How safe, or maybe not so safe, is it for children to be left alone to just roam the internet?
That is, it's just like allowing your children to go to town and stroll and go wherever they want without anybody accompanying them.
Wow.
Because the internet is the bigger world, right? So they can access the world from the device that they have access to from the home. Now we have other people who are also on the virtual space, and these children can interact with them. Some even pretend to be children, right? So they present that, so they can engage with the children. You don't know whether they will send a location of your house to those people. They can be armed robbers, they can be social engineering fraudsters and all that. So it's not safe giving children absolute access or the permission to use devices as and when they want. They must be regulated. You must teach the children the do's and don'ts of going on the internet, why they must be there, and why they must not be there at some time, or you give them a time band that they must spend on the internet. So you have all these parental controls, or even on the devices that they are using. Usually, you need to download some videos, if it's a YouTube videos or whatever learning materials, you need to download them onto the device. So they are saved on the device as offline files. So you can put parental controls on even browsing and the rest. So if they click on browsing or download, it will ask them for a password which they will not have. Then you control what they see and what they can have access to. But if you leave it open, they'll start browsing from cartoons, and they'll end up in another form of cartoon, right? So, so you need to control them. You need to guide the children to do that, because curiosity usually kills the cat.
Well, I mean, the thing is, children are curious, you know, so I think safety protocols always have to be put in place, no matter what. Now, talking about safety, let's again look at what are some of the things that we can put in our homes using tech to make our homes a bit more safe. You mentioned earlier on about doorbells, you know, and being able to communicate and all that. Let's talk a little bit
So
more
the
about
safety technology side, so from the doorbell, of course, so from the entrance, you can have your doorbell. Anybody who's coming to the house can be able to, you know, connect with you, so you can alert you. You can communicate with them whether you're home or outside the home.
Yeah.
It gives you an idea of who is entering your house and the safety environment that you have in your home. Then you have another camera also in the house.
Yeah.
So not at the gate,
But
in the
also
house,
in the
where
house.
it can even detect motion and movement in the house, and you can trigger an alert to you that somebody is moving or something is moving within your house, and then you can either capture, record it, or
so we can see.
so you can see what is happening. So those are very important stuff that you need to do. Then smoke detectors.
Okay.
So these are also
Oh,
smoke
okay.
detectors that you can fix, especially in the kitchen,
Yes.
in the halls, in the bedrooms, in the porch area, where there are air conditioners, there are gas cookers, there are devices, wherever there are fire triggering points.
Yes.
You need to fix those things there so that when something happens,
It can
trigger.
Yeah.
Right. So you need that, and then, of course.
What about motion detection lights?
Yeah, so motion detection light is also part of it.
Okay.
Some of these cameras.
So as soon as somebody is passing somewhere, the light comes on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then also when you have, some people have cameras even in their halls.
Okay.
Because you have a nanny taking care of the children, so they want to monitor what is
What's
happening.
going on
Because
there,
you must also make sure that somebody is taking care of your children very well. So it's part of the safety measures.
Yeah.
So
we can see some images on our screen on the some motion detection sensors.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it looks like some of them have quite a wide range.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're able to. So even if a dog walks in, it will pick it up.
It will pick it up. Yeah, any movement.
Any movement.
Is whether it's a rat, they are that sensitive. So any movement, the system will pick it up.
I think that's very important.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's what the smart homes are using currently, and it's safer, right? Because you can see everything on your tablet or your mobile phone, what is happening, and you can call the police that, hey, something's happening at your place.
Yeah.
If there's a fire and then the smoke detectors also trigger, then you can call the fire service that, hey, my house is about to burn or something, then you need to move.
Yeah.
All those things are happening. There's even carbon monoxide detectors. So most most of these smoke detectors also have that.
They have that inbuilt.
Exactly.
I see.
So
the important thing, I mean, that you mentioned carbon monoxide is that it's odorless.
Yes.
And it's not visible.
Very
so
dangerous.
unlike smoke, regular smoke, carbon monoxide is very, very dangerous because you don't see it or smell it.
Yeah.
You know, but it will kill you.
Exactly.
It will kill you quite fast.
Really fast.
So,
and then, of course, some have automated garages and gates as well. It's also part of the safety measures.
Okay.
So that when you are getting to the house, then the gate opens on this when you enter, it locks the garage the same way. So it's all part of the protection that you need.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, you just mentioned entering and exiting your garage. Vehicles, vehicle tracking.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that that's sort of become like at least there have been adverts over the last few years in Ghana for people to try and get trackers and all of that. How important is that as part of our security thinking and using tech?
Yeah, I think it is because if I fix a security gadget, like the tracker in my car, at least the one who is coming to steal the car will not even know that something like that has been fixed in the vehicle. So if you hijack or you steal my car, I can, within the minutes that I am aware of, can easily, know where the car is located using the GPS address. Some of them are advanced that you can even lock the people inside the car or put off the engine and all that, so you can track wherever they are. So it's very good. If somebody comes to even, of course, that's the stealing of the car. That is only the safety measure. But if somebody comes to your house and breaks into your car. Some cars, of course, you have the car, the alarm system also there.
Okay.
So when they break into your car, you can trigger the alarm. Your neighbors will hear, you hear, and then you can call for help.
Generally speaking, what we're looking at, if you have challenges with internet, many of these things will freeze halfway. I mean, if you're using, they are all online, and you're using the internet, you don't have internet, that's fluid and working well. How much of a challenge is this going to be?
Yes, some systems do that. Some systems are also not on the internet because there are some cameras that will record onto a hard drive. So it's almost just like an internet system.
Okay.
So you record and keep it for you to have a look at, unless you are doing a remote monitoring and all that, which needs internet connection, right? So all those things, the internet is the lifeblood of those technologies.
Well, let's take a look at a short video on car tracking devices. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be checking out the 5 best GPS trackers you can buy right now. I made this list based on my personal opinion and hours of research, and I've listed them based on performance, features, and price. I've included options for every type of user, so whether you're looking for a small and discreet GPS tracker or a comprehensive GPS tracker that connects to your car's OBD port for additional vehicle information, we'll have the product for you. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The 5th product on our list is the Land Air C54 GPS tracker. This is our best budget GPS tracker. If you're looking for one of the cheapest GPS trackers available, then the Land Air C54 GPS tracker is an affordable option for you. Currently priced at $30, the Land Air C can keep tabs on your items, luggage, children, and vehicles with a great range of features including precise tracking, long battery life, a useful app, and small, discreet build. The first thing you'll notice is that it's compact and looks like a hockey puck with built-in magnets so you can stick it to metal surfaces like the undercarriage of a car, and you'll be able to accurately track it within 6.
All right, so just a few examples of some tracking devices that are available and so on, and how they work. So if somebody steals my car and is fitted with a tracking device, how sure am I that I'll be able to get my car back and that the investment in the tracking device was worth it?
Yeah, I'm sure for a tracking technology, the cost of fixing that in your car would be less than 1% of the cost you used to buy the car.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's
So
true.
that is a better insurance for your car. And because those devices will be functional, you can easily get access to your car if they don't remove it or deactivate the tracking device within the car. So it's easier. The probability of getting your car back is very high. Yeah.
Are there devices that robber proof, or is it thief proof? Like for example, a device can be hidden in such a space that no matter who the thief is, they can't find the device in there.
Yeah, so normally some of these trackers, it's not like the type that you've seen in a car that you can just fix a magnetic
that's the one I
thing
know.
that can easily remove. They have the one that they will install within, when you're sitting where you usually sit as a driver.
Yeah.
The whole panel down there, they remove the whole panel, fix it inside, almost under your car, the seat.
I see.
Before they fix it there.
Okay.
So it will take a long time for anything to even deactivate that.
Okay.
Right. So those are becomes part of the hardware of the car.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So summarize the conversation for us. Should we embrace the 21st century modern technologies in our homes?
I think we're already there, right? We're already in 21st century, but we need to start investing. Get a basic, have like a family technology plan. So basic internet at home for learning, for browsing, for playing games, for watching Netflix, you know, watching Citi TV and all that in your home, because the time is going to come that you don't need a set-top box to get TV. Everything is going to be on your smart TV. So Citi TV will soon be an app. It won't be a TV channel, as in you need terrestrial reception together, right? So those are the investments you need. Your children need internet to learn because they are going to learn more and do more research. The parents, you need internet at home to do that. Then your security. How do you make sure that, okay, you have a phone at home, mommy has a phone, the nannies have a phone, maybe there's a phone in the house. When the children are home alone, you can call them, contact them. It's always maybe charging, because it's very important. You need a power bank also there at home, so that when light goes off, you can
still
charge your phone, because it's very important. If thieves break into your home, you need that to call the police. So usually it's advisable to have a feature phone at home, because normally they don't consume a lot of power. So you have that as standby.
So a nice YAM phone.
Exactly.
Is just for the house.
1 week is charged. You know, so you need to have that. Then you have your gate protected with the security camera, your home also protected. We have all these motion detecting lights. Some security agencies, if you have that, you can fix at home. Once a thief or something moves, it triggers an alarm, right? So you need to have that. Smoke detectors in your kitchen, your hall, in your children's room, wherever whichever room you have air conditioning, you need to have something like that also there, right? So those are the basic ones. And then your smart TV, your smart refrigerator in the kitchen, a lot of things. Now they have even the robotic mops. So the round one, you just fix it, to program it. So you can leave the house, by the time you are back,
the house is clean.
The house is clean. So all those things are there. So I think we'll get there with time. So families must start planning towards that.
Maximus, thank you very much for
pleasure
joining
is
us
mine, David.
on this segment this morning. We'll be speaking to Maximus Ametorgoh, who is a technology analyst, and he's been helping us to understand that in this 21st century, there are lots of different technology that are available, right from your gate through to your house, to your kitchen, everywhere.